Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel. All right, so Friday, we're at my Bubba's special sunset soiree, and everybody makes it. Lummy and Ashley make it, and Blitz and Anna make it, and I'm there with the merch crick.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just, like we talked about it all day during the show, and we were, just trying to be a little bit vague as to where it was and things like that, just for privacy reasons. And we're thinking we're having a great time.
And we were.
And the condo's beautiful, and it was a great vibe. It really was. And Lummy, I think by all reports, your parents didn't kill Wilbur.
No, he survived.
He was perfect.
Yes.
And in general proximity, not that you guys were never more than 5 miles from him ever.
No.
And your parents did well.
Yes, they did well.
Was Ashley happy?
Yes.
Right. And it looked like Ashley got a little tuned up. She drank a little bit.
Yeah, she had fun.
She felt good. Aunt, I think you felt good.
I was really tuned up.
Yeah, you were really tuned up.
Yeah.
And Blitz was feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Until it was over, and we decided to disperse out. And so the Merch Crick's son was going somewhere with some of his friends in this area. And so they parked here at the studio.
Oh, okay.
They had like 3 of them, and they parked 2 cars. And I had known about it, and I have no problem. And he was the first, so he gets back, Blitz, before all this starts rolling in, and I'm getting reports. He's already on the phone with the Merch Crick saying, "Hey, I'm at the studios, and and he's starting to describe what he sees." And I'm like, "Tell him to take a video and send it to me." So he takes a video and he sends it to me, and I'm like, I'm crushed. I'm literally crushed. I'm like, in the 12 years we've been here to the studio, and it's pretty much common knowledge where you can find where our studios are located.
It's Googleable.
It's if please, we don't try to have.
There's big signs.
Right. I mean, it's the Bubba Radio Network. We try to secure it. And you know what, Blitz? Thank God that we are one of the very few businesses that have a lockable, functioning electronic gate that has kind of spikes on top of it that deters people from coming up to the building. Because, man, that gate just makes me feel a little bit better about people coming, because I don't want people coming up to the doors just in fear of something like this could happen.
Right.
So I find out through the Merch Crick's son that the building's been vandalized or somebody. And so what happened was this. Crackhead Calvin.
Well, as soon as you said, "Hey, the building is vandalized," I was like, "Well, I know who did it."
Right. So we, publicly, God forbid that we're allowed to I feel like I just got to lie to everybody as to when we go out of town and when somebody's not going to be at the building. Because Crackhead Calvin used the show. We kind of told on ourselves. But isn't that just so bad that you can't even have a function that you plan? Mm-hmm. Because usually there's people here at this building all hours of the night. There really are. Lummy comes during the weekends a couple times. I come during the weekends a couple times.
Get fresh crew.
Get fresh crews here. Sometimes sometimes Kevin's Law at night. Blitz, sometimes you're here at night. There's just,
I've rolled up.
Yeah. So there's a lot of activity at the building. And so when we get on the air on Friday and say, "Hey, we're all going to go to Bubba's Sunset Soiree," Crackhead Calvin figures out that we're not going to be here for the evening. Which is this isn't even cool.
He was mad he wasn't invited.
That we have to worry about this. So Crackhead Calvin. Now, mind you, all of what I'm going to tell you now has been removed from his Instagram. And he had it up clear up until late last night, bragging about what he did to our building. Mm-hmm. And so, Bubba Army, here's the deal. Blitz has captivated, but I need anybody else, because Blitz, one of the reasons why I put a link to his Instagram and a link to the video of what he did to the building is because I wanted the Bubba Army to save it and screenshot it. Because the Wagses and the Iggy's, probably Caribou's, and the Justins and all. That several Bubba Army probably all the technical guys probably mirrored it, saved it, and have it. And so if you're one of those guys, I need you to get a hold of us because I want to have every possible thing in case we missed some things. Now, I have a video of him on his Instagram, and he's at the building, and he's talking about how somebody has set him up and framed him and has taken all of our garbage bags out of our containers and hung them on the fence, then threw about a dozen eggs at the building, hit the front door, then took about another dozen eggs and maple syrup and coated our gate keypad thing, completely coated it. I don't know that that we can get it to work.
The keypad and the video call box might be messed up.
So Blitz is working on that. Everybody has to use your clicker. Clickers still work. Keypad doesn't. And so we're going through all the damage this guy did. He left stickers of his Sativa Rise stickers all over everywhere. And then it looks like he put about another half a dozen to dozen squashed eggs inside the mailbox. So hold on. So he videotapes himself doing all this. I'm sorry. He videotapes the aftermath of all of this. And he says, "Oh, I just want to let you know that Bubba framed me. Bubba's really this and Bubba's really that." And then if you go to his Instagram all weekend, he's has himself on fire, some kind of fire effect, and he's calling me out all weekend. Now, this has progressed from a phone call to a woman that called my show, and I felt as if she was in duress, and she was at this guy's house, and he was very disrespectful, and we just named him like we do anybody else, Crackhead Calvin, because he seems cracked out. So in finding out this Crackhead Calvin character, we have found out that he has been in and out of the mental health hospital several times. He's been arrested several times for domestic violence. He's just a real scumbag of a guy. So he would call the show every day, and I'd hang up on him. And then finally on Friday, I think I finally told him to, please, or Thursday or Friday, please leave us alone. Just buzz off. Like, just stop. You're dead to us. Leave us alone. And then that has him coming to our studios and vandalizing it. And then not only vandalizing our spot, but then going down the block to other businesses and videotape their vans and things like that. And so one of the odd things is, so Blitz gets dispatched over here, of course. And thank you, Blitz. I mean, because I'm getting reports now from the Merch Creek Sun and videos. I get a video Blitz before Crackhead Calvin put it up on Instagram.
Right.
So I'm getting that video. So I get a hold of Blitz. Blitz is.
I was dropping on off at her place,
researching it. I think Blitz. I'm the one that told you didn't know anything about it yet. Yet.
No, yeah, I didn't.
And so I'm like, hey, Blitz. This is probably like what, maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock Friday night.
Yeah, it was right when he was getting to my place. Then he's like, "OS."
Were you gonna have him up and start 3?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're a liar. He was going across the bridge with a hard one.
Well, Reagan wasn't there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, Blitz, I'm sorry that I may have thwarted Friday night 3, but Blitz comes over here. And Blitz, so pick it up for what you saw. Pick it up.
So I just want to make sure that like people could get here. The gate would open. That no one like actually got in the building or tried to or anything. That the goats were okay.
And at first, the gate wouldn't even open because it had all these garbage bags on it. So Blitz took that down and then never could get into the keypad. Had to use his clicker from his car. So,
the keypad was all messed up. The camera and the push button camera system was all messed up on the gate itself.
So you get in, you get the gate to open, and I think you go through the entire building.
Yep.
And
went inside, just made sure everything was okay. That there was the people, whoever it was, threw eggs at the front door as well.
And took some pictures.
And then just made sure everything was all right. And then I made sure everything was locked back up and left.
And you moved the trash cans a certain way, or took one away from the gate, or something.
And before I got here, I drove around the area a few times first, just to see who was all out.
Well, now we have found out that this Crackhead Calvin, after was around, he was around, probably down by Casper's, and then once Blitz left, came back.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Came back.
Because he moved things around again.
And moved things around again. So I'm in the process, and listen, Crackhead Calvin, I know you're probably listening, but I know you think that you can take your Instagram and, you can take that video down and that we don't have it. But trust me, we have it. We have it. And Bubba Army, everything that you get a hold of me, show@thebubbaarmy.com, because we're going to need, I want everything that everybody's got.
Mm-hmm.
If you've copied it and his Instagram went quite deep. Now, if you go to the Weirdo's Instagram, this is all you get right here.
Single picture?
One single picture. There's some reels, but they're all just, I don't think that they're anything to do with me. I don't think.
Well, they're all to do with you. Well, they're almost all of them are about you. You can't, there's a lot of cussing, and don't play them.
All right, let me just see if this one's up.
Beautiful people. Love you. Crackhead Calvin. Beautiful people. Love you.
All right, so Crackhead Calvin shows up at our hold on.
So he's a big feller?
No, he's not really that big. He likes
fluffy?
Yes, he's fluffy. He likes to shoot himself up, Tick Willie, to try to, so that you can't see how much of a pussy ass body he's got. So, Friday night on our Facebook, I post, this, because I want to make everybody aware. It says I want to make everybody aware of a very serious situation. What I'm most afraid of is the system that is supposed to protect the average person in this area won't protect me. I've had years of our local judicial system not protecting me. The crazy guy, Crackhead Calvin, who's been calling the show nonstop, threatening us, who showed up on his gym asking about her, and now has vandalized the studio. Knew me and the crew had a get-together tonight in Pinellas County and went to the studios. Here's his very own Instagram showing it. Enough is enough. Well, then I posted his Instagram, which he now has pulled down. We're in the process of finding security footage to give the law enforcement updates. The a-hole completely covered our gate, an access panel with syrup, and egged the front doors and mailbox. And then I left 2 links, one to his Instagram and then one to the night. He actually videotaped him he videotaped himself saying he was framed and set up by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're trying to get all the footage, not only from the people that may have copied it, the Great Bubba Army that copied it, but from our other additional survey footage that we have outside. And we're going to go to the police in the next day or two once we have all of our surveillance. And Blitz is now getting estimates on the gate, because the gates looks like the control panel and the camera system have been
they're broken.
Yep. And when we go to the we'll probably start with TPD, and then maybe and by the way, we know he lives in Pasco County. We know who he is. I'm just not going to out him on the air. It'll be interesting to see if the cops do anything. Now, Dan, you're a business owner. And if you have a physical business, what if, somebody was doing this to you? Would you not expect your local, Leo to protect you?
Absolutely. And they would have a detective at my office by 10 o'clock if I called it in at 9, and they'd take a statement, and they'd they'd record evidence, and they'd compile a case.
And, but Blitz, I think that where he messed up is the fact that had he just egged the building and emptied out the trash containers, and by the way, he emptied out our trash containers and then hung all the garbage bags on the fence.
This guy in high school?
Blitz, I might be able to get that footage that Vicente's got and be able to put that up so people can see. I didn't put that up because Crackhead Calvin's description as to what happened was the best footage of all. Crackhead Calvin is the one that showed the syrup and the eggs on the gate. Crackhead Calvin's the one that showed each trash bag individually hung on my gate. Crackhead Calvin showed that he had bent. Blitz, I don't know if his car hit the camera pole or what, but it's bent tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and it was amazing because he had this up all weekend long and then took it down like late last night, like
See, in Pinellas,
3 in the morning.
see, Bubba, in Pinellas County, they'd actually prosecute this criminal mischief. Hillsborough County might not.
That's what I'm saying. But I'll tell you this, Dan, I have some costs. I mean, if my gate's messed up,
No,
I have
you
to
got
get
you got real damages.
So what happens then? Like if a person damages your home or your business,
Insurance.
you can. Are you serious? They don't have
homeowners.
They don't have to make restitution.
Not usually. That's not. Sometimes that's part of a. If he actually is arrested and
No.
actually has
Usually
to
something
go
like
through
that,
the
you don't know
system,
who did it, so your insurance. But if you
Right.
know who did it,
still the insurance kicks in. I know
don't
a lot of people
I don't
that
wanna
had their
claim
cars
this up.
vandalized.
I don't want to claim. Yeah, but if you know who did it,
and they know who did it, and the insurance still paid. Because usually the people are, judgment proof in the sense that there's you can't get anything out of them. It's like blood from a stone. They've got no assets, no money.
Yeah, but if it's criminal, will he face criminal charges?
Ideally, and part of his sentencing would be restitution. That's often part of the sentence when you destroy private property, public or private property.
Anyway, I wish I had a video to show you guys. I've been told not to play it, but I want to play it.
I know you do.
So if anybody's got it, send it to me. I'd like to play it.
And it's not like he lives close. It's a 42-minute drive unless he takes the toll. Then it's a 28.5-minute drive.
Yeah, so it's
30 to 40 minutes away.
30 to 45 minutes away.
2.22 or 22.4 miles exactly from here to there, from his house.
And Dan, if we know his information and we have his footage on his Instagram, and even if and Blitz, I think the authorities have the ability to go back and look at what you had on your Instagram, even if you deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
I think cops do, don't they?
Yeah, with a warrant.
Yeah. I'm taking this to the absolute further. I'm not going to let this go. I mean, right?
No.
I mean,
you have video proof of it. I mean, I'm sure his fingerprints are everywhere. The guy is obviously not very careful.
Did you see the video, Dan?
No.
Oh my God.
I saw it late last night too.
And what was your opinion of it, Anna? Like just how brazen and how much of a dick?
Just frightening, just the character that we're dealing with a little bit. And then I saw all the stuff about, him showing up at my gym. I hadn't seen any of the stuff on Instagram yet. So I watched that with Blitz, and it was a little frightening.
Hello.
Hey, Bubba. So right when I saw the video, I have it screen recorded. I watched it with my girlfriend. I'll be sending that over to you. Second of all, the girl that you spoke to, and I'm almost 100% sure about this. There's another dude, Drew. He played a replay of the same exact girl going through a crisis, just like she did on the phone with you when she was with Crackhead Calvin. Same exact voice, same everything. It's a mess situation. She was actually with the guy that she was complaining about was abusive, and same exact thing that you did. Talked her through it. They were literally walking to a church after having a major issue, and the dude was like, hand the phone over to the guy. The guy answers the phone and saying that they have issues with meth. So they obviously listened to several stations. And
we got
reports.
Well, I heard that, by the way.
Yeah, we've gotten several reports that he is a chronic caller on.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I heard it. It's an older call, but yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
It's the same exact girl. And also, man, some of the reels that I've seen from this guy, he's really bizarre and he's messed up. And I wouldn't take it lightly, dude. You guys really do need to go get this guy checked out by the cops or something. It's something like from freaking Buffalo Bill,
Yeah,
like when he's standing in the mirror.
I got to tell you, sir. I've dealt with a lot of this over the years, and I can tell when the ones that you got to be a little concerned about because this guy's one of those guys that could really. I'm not trying to alert or alarm anybody, but could really hurt one of us for real.
And the
Because he's that
fact
crazy?
Yes.
Did he really show up to Anna's gym and ask about her?
Yes.
That's not cool. Hey, man, what's the email again so I can go ahead and get that over to you?
Show@thebubbaarmy.com.
Yeah, SHOW at thebubbarmy.com. Get us what you got, okay, buddy?
I'll have it over ASAP, Bubba.
Thank you,
Thank
bud.
you.
Thank you. So,
And a few people have sent some stuff in, different things,
Yeah.
and thank you.
we'll be working on that. I'm going to call TPD today or Wednesday. I'm sorry, tomorrow or Wednesday after we've kind of got it all compiled for them. Because I want to gift wrap it to them. Blitz has got a gate company coming out to try to get some estimates on, potentially what. Well, Blitz is going to try to clean it and see if we can just get it, to work. But, man, maple syrup and eggs do absolute wonders on electronic parts.
Didn't he, saran wrap it up or something?
Yeah, it's like the level of what he did. Like if he would have gone and taken the trash and dumped it into the ditch, that's one thing. Okay, I mean that's whatever. I hate you, Bubba. You suck. But the extent, the what he did and how carefully he strategically put the bags on the fence, and then how he strategically.
It was very methodical.
Very methodically.
Are you concerned at all that he put sugar in your gas tanks or anything like that for any cars that were left behind?
No, we don't think that he got.
In the gate.
Yeah, our surveillance does not.
The gate?
Yeah,
he never went past the gate.
Our surveillance shows that he never he threw stuff over the gate, but he never
penetrated the gate.
He never hopped the gate, and he didn't.
Okay.
And what he didn't realize is he couldn't even have got the gate open because he broke it. So
on him.
When it's broke, you got to honestly, in order to and Blitz, I had to with Big Red jump the gate over. Well, I didn't. Big Red did.
I want to see that video.
You got to jump. Big Red jumped the gate, opened that box up, Blitz, turned the brake off of it. Electronic brake, had to turn the power off of it. I mean, it's quite extensive. Then you have to you have to just as hard as you possibly can try to get it open physically, like you were one of those slaves pushing a boulder up the hill, trying to get
building a pyramid.
Yeah, exactly.
Stonehenge.
So we finally got it fixed yesterday so that it'll work with a clicker, but the gate keypad camera system is fried.
Yeah.
He put maple syrup and eggs over all of it and then wrapped it with cellophane and then put a dozen eggs broken in our mailbox and then put sativa rise, which is his little screen name.
His
stickers
Yeah.
On our trash barrel.
Come on. It wasn't him. It was somebody else, obviously, setting him up.
So then he does a video, and he goes, I just want to let you know I'm out here outside Bubba's place. I'll pay him respect. How many people drive from Pasco County down to your favorite radio station on a Friday night to pay respects?
One guy.
One guy. The guy that brought 3 dozen eggs, a whole bunch of syrup. And then to videotape himself in the aftermath, trying to pull somebody's trying to frame me and set me up. And it's just, and then the Instagrams that he posted all weekend long, calling me out to meet him at a strip club. And
that was weird.
And all these, it's just.
Really? What strip club do you want to meet at?
Well,
I don't think he
went to one. He had video from the strip club.
He was that guy. He was that guy that was videotaping a stripper on stage.
Oh, man.
He's that guy. Throwing out $1 bills.
Oh.
Yeah, he was throwing out some ones.
Making it rain with ones.
So
it's a single rain.
Bubba Army, show at thebubbaarmy.com. Send me what you screenshot and what you got.
What?
Give me what? Send me what you got with regards to this nut job. And it was up. And Blitz, one of the reasons why, I put this publicly up on my Facebook was so that people went and did what I think they did. You
guys could have called me Friday night. I would have helped with this. You know, I mean, since I wasn't invited to the whole Tom Bean thing, I was available.
God, you're so stupid. You're so stupid.
But I definitely would have come by and checked things out and helped.
To kind of kayfabe where it was, and now everybody knows where it was. Nobody had mentioned that prior. We've never seen it this high. We can open up some of our reserves. Trump got them full up clear to the brim. I'm trying to get a hold of Babyface. I thought he would. Thanks. Haven't heard from you for a long time, and you chime in on me.
We need to go to break.
We do?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.